turn on live chat because I was on top chat the whole time last time. And basically, I have no idea what my live schedule is, and it's just people ask me to go live, and if I'm bored, fuck yeah, fuck it up. Let's get wrecked. So, if you guys were just in Bev's live, okay, let me talk about astrology for a minute, okay? Let me talk about, should I wait till people get in here, or should I just start talking? Because I say I should talk about astrology, because there is a tide changing in the stars, in the moons, in all of that shit that is causing large changes for people, but it's leading to bigger and better growth. So let's all be happy about our sadness and the things that we don't want happening in our lives, because astrology-wise, it's leading to bigger and better things, even though it feels like shit right now. These are the pajamas that my husband got me for, okay, I'm not going to look, Stefan. Horoscope. HORASCOPE. That's probably wrong. So just know that right now, anything that's going negative, you're going to get basically 2 folds worth of that pain in improvement and bettering in your life. So excuse me. So listen to your resident dickhead and know that life is going to be better. Oh god. Part of the shit. Because it's up in a bun right now. I'm actually going to model tomorrow for a high school friend. She has a curly hair, like, accessories company, and she wants me to, what is it called? She wants me to model her hair scrunchies, so I'm going to do that tomorrow. There was a roller rink. It burned down like a few years ago, but we used to go to it when I was younger, and it was like, that was like classic, like, oh my god, it's a 7th grade field trip. We're going roller skating. You guys, let's go. So right now I'm just packing. Okay, Laura, if Laura's here, if she's lurking, or if she's not, Laura basically made all of my Lady Absinthe sell out, and after her video where she did a review on my stuff, I got like 10 orders that day, and I was like, Laura, why? I was happy, but it scared me because I'm not used to my phone binging so much, and it was just like every like hour go cha-ching. I'm like, ah. I'm so jumpy. Like, I'm literally as skittish as like a chihuahua who, you know how like there's chihuahuas who act like they've been abused, but they've totally never been abused. Like, you've had them since they were a puppy. No way they were abused, but they act like, oh my god, I've seen so many atrocities. That is me. Yeah, I don't know how to spell gnome. Check on that ghost dick. Hell yeah, baby. I think Harry's asleep. Oh, don't worry, I'm ordering more baby cakes. So Lady Absinthe, the citrus twist, because, and Pandora's Box, since they sell so well, those are gonna stay consistent in my shop. And anything, like, I will always bring anything back. Unless I lose a license, I'm never gonna take anything out of my shop, because I'm like, I hate when other shops are like, for a limited time only, and there's like no reason for it to be limited, and I'm just like, but why? Some people are broke at this time, and they would have money next time. Because it's the start of Gemini season. Everything's got to go topsy-turvy. Yeah, I was like, I typed it, and then my autocorrect was like, bitch, I don't know what the fuck you trying to say. And I was like, I'm trying to say gnome. Gnome, like a garden gnome. And they were like, nope. And I was like, fuck it, press send. Press send on that shit. So, you guys, I kind of got fired. Okay, not really. People are saying, like, oh my god, that's not fired. And I'm like, it's basically fired to me. So, as you guys know, I'm a resident guest teacher. So that's pretty much a teacher who fulfills all of the duties and everything of a teacher, but they just don't have a credential, so they get paid like $100 less per hour or per day. Per day, not hours. That would suck. And I was hoping that I'd stay at this position at the school I'm at because I know some people are like, COVID's over. Don't be worried about COVID. You're going to be fine. No COVID. I don't want to teach in person. I don't want to be around little kids who are going to get me sick, or around middle schoolers who are going to sexually harass me, or high schoolers who are going to get way too close to me and cough in me just because they're mad. Bev was let go of her job? No, okay, the thing is, I taught in person for a little bit, and literally, day 3 into working, I got spit on. And this was height COVID time, and I was like, yeah, no. And then I applied to be at a virtual academy, which is where I've been working since August 31st. And I adore these students. I love the setup of the classrooms. I know how to do it. I know how to keep kids engaged in a virtual sense. Because, like, a lot of teachers, like, these kids will just fall asleep through their class. And no shade on those teachers. They're used to being in person. But I have such a vibrant, lovely personality that the kids are like, oh my God, it's like watching a Twitch stream, which I think is hilarious that they say that. I'm like, I'm, not a Twitch streamer. And they're like, I found your YouTube, Miss Margot. And I was just like, wow, shit. They're gonna cough in me, yes. Like, in my mouth is what I meant. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, it's okay, because Bev has all of us thirsting after her, so. Bev, what party do you play for? Do you, like, just go to the gentleman, or do you, like, party both ways? You don't have to answer that. I'm just curious. So yeah, since I got let go and I just get to finish out the school year, which is another 5 days, I decided, you know what? No, we're just gonna nonstop watch the Twilight Saga, and I don't care what anybody says. The kids are having a great time, and all of the kids who are like, "Oh my God, no! Why do we have to watch this? Are we gonna start the next movie? Are we gonna go to Beverly is strictly tickly." Hi, Mike Daddy. I just know other people call you that. I have no idea why. And I'm sure 70's told me, but my idiot parrot brain just nope. See, okay, the thing is, so I always consider myself straight because, like, that's the thing. I would date a woman, but they would have to be a woman with a penis. I need a ween. That is a very important thing to me. Without that, I'm just not gonna have a good time. So I told my husband, like, hey, if you ended up being a woman, I'm cool with that, but could you keep your thing? Also, people are, like, surprised that I only cried for, like, a few minutes. No, I cried for, like, 10 minutes after I got the email. The thing is, they like, released me from this. So basically how it works, when you're a guest teacher, you work for the district, but a school will keep you as long as they want. I was let go from the school, like, because they had 40 guest teachers and they could only afford 2 for the next school year. So yeah, T, I'd be cool with that. I just need peen. Same bet. I just need peen. Although, yeah, I don't know if I've said it on here. Girls in high school were kind of obsessed with me. Oh my God, you guys. I'll be an asshole all day long, but you can't cry. I don't know why I don't cry that much. And the thing is, like, everyone thinks, because, like, the thing is, I'm not afraid to cry in front of people. I've never you know, I've never tried to hide my emotions, so people assume I cry a lot, because, like, if I need to cry in front of you, baby, you gonna see me cry, because I don't hide it. If I gotta let my emotions out, baby, it's going. But, so people for the longest time assumed, like, I just was, like, a crybaby, and, which is fine, but I, like, max cry once a month, like, aside when I'm having a really bad anxiety month. Sorry if the crinkling is getting to you guys. I'm packing an order. I gotta stuff this package. It is a pool noodle peen. Get in the hole! Thank you. Lady Absinthe doesn't like things being shoved in her hole. See, and like but like I said, since I don't mind crying in front of people, like if I gotta let it out, I gotta let it out. And it's happening, and I don't care what other people think of me. But since I do that, people are like, "Oh my god, like, do you just cry all the time?" I'm like, no, I haven't cried in like weeks. And then my sister, don't tell her I told you guys. She told me she cries like every 2 to 3 days, and I was like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" And she was like, "That's normal for me. Like, what are you talking about?" I was like, "Oh my god, how would you exist? That's too much. I'd be way too snotty." See, I just don't care. I'm who I'm gonna be. Even with my students, they say I do something cringe. I'm like, "Want to watch me do it again?" I don't know why I'm like that, but I kind of always have been. And like, I care what people think in some ways, but I don't care what people think of things that are intrinsically me. Painting with Pities, I have a video on my channel called The Difference Between Resin and Acrylic Drills. So it's pretty comprehensive, and most people, after that video, they can tell. No, Stephanie. See, I just cry, and my husband's like, "Are you okay?" And the thing is, whenever I cry, and it's not just like a crybaby reason, my husband literally picks me up and cradles me like a baby and says, "It's okay, it's okay." And you know what? That man, 10 out of 10. So that's what we should all strive for. But he was a dick once upon a time, so. Oh, sweet Jesus. Dude, my husband's mustache is iconic. And he says that all of the people who watch me are sex crazed maniacs. And I was like, "What am I?" And he's like, "A sex crazed maniac." And I'm like, "Well, you married me. That's your fault. I got a razor blade. Call me." What is his name? Johnny Depp played him. Sweeney Todd! Oh, I'm so glad you like it, Tianaya. No, it was Sweeney Todd, because the razor blade, the straight razor. What was I gonna say? Oh, but okay, so in my last live, I told you guys the story about me punching my ex-boyfriend in the face. So, and I told you guys partway through that, I said, "Hey, like, you know, this guy still hits me up and DMs me like every once in a while, even though he knows I'm married." And guess who hit me up this morning? Take a wild guess. What fits so? Oh, the drills. I'm gonna totally force you to eat meat pies, Stephanie. No, the thing is, I won't block him because I find it so entertaining that somebody who can be so dumb to let someone as perfect as me go can be so stupid. and witness his own decision and failure years later. Is that terrible? Is that awful? Because I'm just like, I think that's hilarious. Like watching the fact that he saw what he let go and he has to deal with it. And I'm just going to be sweet and I'm going to be the same person I always am because it shows what he missed. And that's on what? Period. He's been hung up on me since I was 15. And we only dated for 2.5 months. And then after me and him broke up, I met my husband. That boy. Also, I let my husband know. He knows, like, I still, like, let my exes message me because I think it's hilarious. Is that evil? What guy do you not like? Oh, he's probably gonna ask if I'm still married again. He hit me up because, like, I had posted, like, a stupid video, like, saying that I got laid off. And then he said, "You're looking cute this morning." And I'm like, "I know." Just to be a dick. The thing is, I don't have as much self-confidence until a guy who broke up with me talks to me, and then I'm like, I'm way better than you, bitch. I never deserved to be hurt by you, and I'm gonna show you that I'm a bad bitch. Bev, come here, baby. I'll teach you. Just not give a fuck. Oh my god, Beth 70! See, but I was like, I've always been an odd person. I've always done, like, people used to make fun of me for dressing in a style or switching my style, like, immediately the next day once I realized I wanted to change my style. And, like, I was a poser and I didn't care what they thought because I care only about my opinion. And now sometimes I care about my husband's opinion, but if you ask him, does she listen to you? He literally tells people, no, she literally does whatever she wants. Oh yeah, no, I've only had the seckies with my husband. So my ex from when I was 15 never got any. We kissed and he was a terrible kisser and that was all he got and he still hung up on me. 12 years later. 12 and a half. Bev, let's be skinny queens together. I need to lose like 10 pounds because I'm uncomfy. Like there reaches a point in my weight when I can feel my stomach jiggle when I walk up the stairs, and I'm like, no, I don't like it. It's like a sensory thing. I'm like, nah. Can you guys tell I'm on one today? I think it's because I had a really good nap, and my husband bought me a carnitas burrito, and it's really what I wanted because he was spoiling me because I was sad from yesterday. Also, I decided I'm not going to let my students know that I'm not coming back to the school because I don't want them to be sad for their last week of school. I want them to remember the happy Miss Margot and not thinking the whole time, I'm never going to see her again. Because honestly, they probably won't see me again anyway. Why make them sad? But I have till the end of the summer to see if I can get my business to, what is it called? Like, not mitigate. Mitigate's not the right word. To consummate is doing the do. What is the word? Jade, you're gonna be an English teacher. What is wrong with you? The word fucking I don't know. But if I can get my small business to make as much as I did when I was teaching, then by the end of the summer, then I think I will just start doing my business full time. However, if by the end of the summer I don't see a projection growth or it reaches a peak and plateaus, then I'm going to have to work in person, which is going to be hell because I don't want to be around sticky children who booger their nose. I love reusing boxes. Let me catch up. Bev is a queen. Stephanie, you are not that big. No, I'm not going to ruin their last day. They're going to watch Twilight, and that will ruin their day, not me. Oh my god, baby cakes, I'm sure you don't need to lose 1,000 pounds. See, that's what I'm saying, because, like, a lot of big, like, seeming to be life-altering changes or big moves, astrology-wise, currently, anybody going through a big life change is up for a big improvement, so I'm hoping that means my business is going to improve. Hippopotamuses are cute. Have you seen a house hippo? Oh my god, they're so cute. I'm supposed to be between 85 pounds and 95 pounds. I got down to 103 and I looked sickly frail, so you probably don't need to get as thin as that. Okay, I didn't look sickly frail, but I was like, nah, I'm too skinny. I need some meat. We have the meat. I have like a tickle in my throat because the allergies are bad today. What kind of surgery are you having, Tianaya? I'll read your horoscope for you, Bev, if you want to. Like, and if you want me to, you can send me, if you know your birth time and birth city, um, along with your birth date, I can give you more information on your full-on horoscope instead of your general horoscope. Did I misspell one of my listings? Is that what you're telling me, Stephanie? Christiane! Yeah, I want to just be back at 115, maybe 110. I teach, well, it depends. I'm willing to teach middle school, but only online because I have very bad experiences in person. Because of my stature, it makes it really hard for the kids to concentrate and not treat me inappropriately. Elementary school, sweet baby angels below 4th grade. I don't like doing 4th and 5th, but I'll do it. Anything below that, sweet baby angels. And then high school is a piece cake. So I'm a guest teacher, so I'm licensed to teach any grade, but I'm basically, I take a position when they're waiting to fill a position with somebody who's credentialed. Hell yeah, Christiane, get it, bitch. 50 pounds when you were born? No. Well, I have a friend who just recently went through endometriosis surgery. Her life has improved 10,000 times. So hopefully it's great. Hors d'oeuvres. Rose, I have no clue. I love Harry's videos. Also, okay, the thing is, though, if I don't end up keeping my teaching job, maybe I'll have time to post YouTube videos. Do you feel? So right now, I'm packing all of the Lady Absinthes that Laura caused me to sell. Because literally, she posted her video, she posted her video, and then I sold out in the next 2 days. But you can still order for pre-order. Maybe I'll go back to being a YouTuber, Christiane, yes. I went live because there needed to be some joy in the world, and I hope you guys clocked the Mean Girls quote in the oh my god, you guys. Okay, I'll tell you the childish thing that I did last night at like 3 a.m. Do you guys want to know about my childish 3 a.m. purchase? But basically, with my shop, I decided to go about a pre-order way just because it ensures that I don't waste any money. It ensures that I can do quality control without having a bunch of stock that is not good quality. So I can look at it each time it's produced and improve upon it quickly instead of waiting and having to sell out a batch that isn't perfect. And my supplier, as long as China shutdowns aren't bad and I purchased shipping with DHL, even if it's slightly more expensive, it gets to me within 2 to 3 weeks. You want to know what, Christiane? I really want my mom to get a hysterectomy because she has really like rough cycles, and I think it would improve her life tremendously. But it's so weird because me and my sister both don't have bad periods at all, and you would think because like genetically, you know, we come from our mom, that it would be. Cheers to us both being let go. Yes, Christiane. Oh, okay. Girl, you know I lose my train of thought like within 3 seconds. I don't know why you're surprised. Um, so last night at 3 a.m., I couldn't sleep, and then for some reason my brain wandered, and all I could think about was clear slime. And the last 2 orders of slime that I purchased from Etsy were horrible. The either the scents they used made the slime like sticky in a gross way, or they use not enough slime for the ratio of everything else. So I bought 32 ounces of clear glue. I have a bunch of borax from sewing, and then I purchased beads to put in slime. Yes, I'm going through another slime phase. You're gonna turn into a man now? Yeah, I've been trying to convince my mom to get a hysterectomy, but she's like nervous. And then she's like, well, can I get a tummy tuck at the same time? If I was your baby and you were my man. I hate how bad the allergies are today. I hate having a scratchy throat. It's irritating. Was I in Muni's live? No, I was not. Because I forgot to turn on post notifications for her channel. Because I'm an idiot. I went back and I watched her birthday live the other day, but that's how I got. I think they do, Bev. I love hint water. It's so good to me, especially if like you freeze it partway. Oops, excuse me, and let it dissolve. So good. Oh, product placement. I'm hoping my coochie works, but if it doesn't, fuck it, I'll adopt. It took me a while to come to terms with it. And the thing is, I have like adopted family and I love them all the same. I'm terrified that they won't love me the same. That was my only issue. And then honestly, being a teacher, I realized how much I could love somebody who isn't my blood and like, you know, a child. And I was like, I'm not afraid to adopt anymore. Because I have a few students who I just adore. And if they didn't have loving homes, I'd adopt them in second. So I'm no longer afraid of that, but we shall see. We are yet to know if Jade's coochie is not working. My supplier messaged me. Why would I need a preview for that? What? Look at me being confused talking to my supplier. Oh, and I did the first order of all of the Dolittle canvases, and then I'm gonna basically every time I'll do orders every week to keep them coming in. You can test my koozie. Oh, because I'm getting another custom for myself. It's so pretty. Oh my god. Y'all tell me I don't need another 80 by 120 and that I should go with the medium size, but the medium size isn't pretty. Okay, wait. BRB. It literally feels like there's a little fucking creature in my throat just going. I hate it. Do you guys want to see a sneak peek of the video that I keep postponing editing? I do need a huge DPs. I love a huge DP. That's not nice to call your husband's ween a sprinkle, Steph. Sprinkledy dinkledy. Also, do you guys think it's evil that I allow my exes to see what they lost? And I just revel in the knowledge that they're suffering? Is that terrible? Should I let it go? Or is this just a character flaw I'm just going to have to accept? But my husband's cool with it. He says, hey, it makes you feel better. Hey, baby, can I suck on your sprinkle? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna go. It's my painting's tacked to the wall, so let me go get it. Because I don't know. I'm scared to use. Why do I look like I have babies trapped in my knees? Hold on, let me go grab it. Ah! I don't know if I'm going to be able to show the whole thing. So this is an 80 by 120. Okay. Jade, me. Hey Siri. What's 4 foot 6 inches in Hey Siri. What is 4 foot 6 inches in centimeters?
4 inches is 10.16 centimeters.
Hey Siri. What is 4 foot 6 inches in centimeters?
46 inches is 116.84
Oh, sweet baby Jesus.
centimeters.
Hey Siri.
Mm-hmm.
What is 4 foot 6 inches in centimeters?
4 feet, 6 inches is equivalent to about 137 centimeters.
Okay, I'm a little under 140 centimeters, and this is 80 by 120, so this is almost as tall as this. It's touching the floor, it's touching the tip of my toes. So this is the edit I did. This is Cupid and Psych, but I edited Cupid to look Hispanic, and Psych, I made her a little more curvy, because I'm a nerd and I do things like that. But I'm a little nervous because I tested the glue and it doesn't feel that sticky. So that's just like, I don't know if I should put glue on it before I start, or if I should just trust the process. This is I got this like a year ago as a cat-eared custom. For the longest time, I thought it was catered. And then I noticed their like symbol has a cat, and I was like, why is there a cat? I was like, oh my god, it's cat-eared. Which kind of doesn't make sense, but we're here for it. So that's my summer with the Masters canvas. Okay, let's see what I got. Okay, people. Sprinkled ink. Is he a nut? Is who a nut? Oh, my ex. Well, I don't think he's a nut, but he did go to prison for like 6 months. See, I just like to watch them suffer. As long as they're not stalking me, suffer, baby. See, do you guys want to know a TMI story about me and my husband's dong? I know I'm 54 inches, but don't judge the way I talk to my Siri. We have a complicated relationship. You have that painting on your fridge, but like the unedited version? I don't think he's close enough to stalk, and I don't live in the same house I did when we dated. Also, he's kind of a twig. I could break him. So, okay. If there are any children around you or watching, leave. Now, as a wife does, or some wives do, they do the slurp slurp on the derp derp. And while I was doing so, it was a special day. We went out for ice cream. I had just eaten ice cream. We were laying, relaxing in bed when he did the hand motion, the hand on the neck, gently gliding you down. You know the motion. And I was like, okay, let's do this thing. I was still new to the activity of so I was doing so, and he got a little too excited and like pressed my head down. And my gag reflex was not ready. So I vomited, still cold, ice cream puke onto his genitalia. There you go. That's my story. Please, no one screen grab that. No, if you guys did, I wouldn't care. But also, I don't want my husband to see it. He wouldn't care, but he'd be like, what? Well, no, he was just like he just looked up. I looked up at him and I was like, oh no, is he going to be mad? And then he said, I'm sorry. And then I was like, I'm sorry I threw up on you. He's like, well, I went too far. It's my fault. And then he just went to the bathroom. I looked terrible with gag reflex. But it was still cold, so the puke wasn't that bad. No, he still does, Naomi. He's not afraid. He's not afraid of a little mess. Mary Lou, we will think of that when we eat ice cream. I think of it sometimes, and then I asked my husband if he remembered, and he was like, only you think about that stuff, you little troll. And I'm just like, hey. That happens to me all the time, Steph. And then I'm like, let me know so I can angle my head, make sure my nose is plugged, so the air passage doesn't. and then it happens, and then you're literally like, you have a loogie of children in the back of your throat all day. Yeah, at least it wasn't spicy food. That would have been bad. Sprinkle DP, that is the first comment I've seen. I'm on live chat. Hi, Berta. Sometimes I swear it never, like, it'll have me ignoring people and it won't tell me that they're messaging. So, hi, Sparkle DP. I promise I wasn't ignoring you. Because I try and answer everyone I see. See, my husband doesn't have signals. He's too mysterious. Oh, yeah, because Berta changes her screen name all the time, right? It's... I think it's because we were talking about sprinkles earlier, so I was like, sprinkle. It's a sprinkle. Tape. Also, the diamond paintings I have in stock, those are going to be the last ones that have no tubes, and I'm going to start sending them in tubes and seeing how the price differentiates and how people like it. I didn't want to go for boxes. And my supplier was like, do you want to label it, brand it? Do you want us to paste your name all over it? I'm like, no, just send me plain tubes. And they're like, it doesn't cost more. I'm like, no, that's a waste of ink and energy and resources for things that people are not going to care about. Send me the tubes. I always switch between handles and names because I'm an idiot. And my brain can't process, so it's whatever happened first. Yay, Bev, I'm glad. But a lot of people were like, I like to store mine in tubes. I won't buy it because it's not in a box or a tube because I can't store it properly. And I was like, bruh. But buying the tubes does make it easier, so I don't have to... So you see, this whole time I've been on, I've completed and wrapped one diamond painting. Whereas if it's a tube, it's already packaged. I just have to quality check it. Which, like, I don't know. I feel like other companies do. But somebody said... Because somebody ordered a custom, and I was like, well, I ship to my house and make sure that everything's correct. And then I ship it to you. And then they were like, well, shouldn't it be correct? And I'm like, well, I want to double check. I want to make sure it's right. Is that weird? I just want to make sure people are happy with their order. But yeah, so at least, like, it saves me time, which is what I need. And it's only, like, my supplier at first, they had given me a quote for tubes, but that was when I was buying less diamond paintings every time I purchased. So it was, like, too expensive to be worth it. But now, looking at it time-wise, it's worth it to purchase the tubes, if that makes sense. So that's what I'm doing. I do feel a little annoyed, though, because I feel like my business model looks a little too much like another company, and I don't want to compare myself to them, but they're the only one who's doing the same things as me, and I'm just like, no. And it's not even like I'm trying to do it because of them, it's just, it happens to be what works best for me. But I feel like a copier, poser. Yay! Another one bites the dust. He didn't lay me. My mouth and my damn vagina are two different things. Wait, what? You can diamond paint, though, Tianaya. Stop it! Thank you so much, baby cakes. You're so sweet. Every time you send me money, I'm putting that towards your purchase. Because I feel bad. That's a them problem, not a you problem. But as a business, it is kind of a me problem. No? I feel like it is. Diamond painting gate. Oh my god, you're copying. But okay, Berta changed her name now. Yes, Naomi, I'm talking about that. Because somebody commented, they're like, oh my god, your schematic's in the same place as such and such. And I was like, fuck, you're right. And then somebody was like, oh, they also wrap their paintings individually. And I was like, fuck, you're right. So, but you know what? Fuck it. Life's too short to worry. Also, they hate me already. So, what are they going to do? 6 weeks goes by faster than you think. T and I. Well, are you a homebody or no? Because I was so happy when COVID. I mean, not happy, but I was so relaxed when COVID happened because I could just chill around, living my life, and doing nothing but crafting and going to school, and it was great. No, we don't have the same supplier. I know that. They don't wrap their paintings anymore? Well, I don't know. I was banned. But I have somebody on the. I have Baby Cakes helping me with a project. Double it to pay for mine too, Stephanie. Oh, I didn't know they use boxes. No, my supplier doesn't even have boxes as an option. They only have tubes. But that company also charges shipping, and I only charge shipping international. Well, I guess I don't know if they charge shipping only international, but I'm in the US, so it would be helpful to US people. See, school ends for me on the 3rd. It ends for the students on the 2nd. The 3rd is just a day to grade things. Oh, I didn't even know that. I unfollowed them when they told me, keep our names out of your mouth. Honestly, TSL mood. I don't like leaving the house, and my husband's like, do you want to go somewhere? Like, on my birthday, do you want to go somewhere? I was like, I want to go to the mountains. What did I do? I did not go to the mountains. I don't know. I know we started like 2 weeks before I started working. Oh, TSL, that we don't want to go anywhere. We just want to stay inside. Um, did you ever know that you're my hero? Bye, Berta. Thank you for being here. Okay, I have 3 more of these to pack, 2 Pandora's boxes to pack, 2 um, Persephone's to pack, 1 BEA Youthful, and another thing. Oh, I mean, I knew you meant a Switch because my sister at the beginning of the pandemic got a Switch and played Animal Crossing nonstop, forever. And then I asked her if I could try it, and she said no, and I was like, oh, okay. Also, I think it's funny. Some people love that I use like upcycled materials, and some people like hate it, and they're like, can you just send new stuff to me? And I'm like, no, that's not my business model. Suck a dick. No, I don't tell any customer to suck a dick, but sometimes I'm like, bruh, it's on my website. It's probably hard to find because my website's shit. My website, I'm like such an idiot when it. Somebody rang the doorbell. I think I got my Amazon package. Do you guys want me to go get my Amazon package? My package. Can you guys tell I'm in a mood today? Why do you have to lay down? Oh, Alaska. I want to go to Alaska and I want to go to Canada. Oh, Canada, the place I call my home. I say that to my French Canadian uncle all the time, and he's just like, "What?" I'm like, "Because you're Canadian." And he's like, "I haven't been in French Canadian forever, don't you know?" He always says, "Don't you know?" I don't know. Is that a thing for all French Canadians, or is that just an Uncle Gus thing? Because that was his thing. Don't you know? Why we're just gonna throw what away? Oh, packaging? But I will have a recycle program, so if you send me back your tube with leftover drills and stuff, then you get a coupon. A coupon? That's so strange, Mary. It is one of those days. And I have to go buy candy, and I forgot. Dang it. I keep forgetting to buy candy. Because my mom and my dad come in here and sneak and steal my customer candy. And then I'm like, can't be doing that without letting me know, because then I'm over here packing orders and being like, where's the candy? There is 2 pieces of Jesus candy left. And I choose the people I send it to sparingly. I'm always nervous. I'm like, am I going to get another email? And then a sample AB drills. Dun, 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 dun. Remind me of what, Rose? What will you be remind me of? If you send in acrylic or resin drills to be recycled, which they're not recycled in my shop, they're recycled for my own personal use, or you send in tubes or containers, like you can get a discounted kit up service if I'm sent containers, and then you get a discount on products for sending things to be but it can't just be like all mixed in a bag. They have to be separated so I can at least number them. Okay, yes, remind me to buy candy. Okay, let me show you what Jesus candy is. And I've been explaining, I swear I've explained this every live. So I looked up cream savers because I remember loving them as a kid, and I was like, that would be a great gift to customers because it's a hard candy, tastes delicious, great, right? Well, cream savers at the time had gone out of business, or they weren't making them anymore. Cream saver like was in business, you know what I mean? But I told them that, or I just bought the candies, didn't think anything of it, because the reviews said it tastes just like cream savers. Get them, it's delicious, it's great. I bought them. I bought a bag of orange cream and strawberries and cream, and I just started sending them out with orders. And I got an email. I could do without the Christian propaganda, and I was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, don't think I didn't notice the quotes on the candy, like you don't have to, you can do without the subtle I don't remember the word she used, but it was like something to do with like conversion therapy or something like that. And I was like, what? And she was like, check your candy. And then I was like, I checked the candy, they have like scripture on them. This one says, the chastisement of our peace was upon him, and with his stripes we are healed. Isaiah. And then it has like a little, it says Jesus Christ in a little fish symbol. It's just good candy. I didn't think anything of it. I happen to be Catholic, but like, I didn't buy it specifically because I'm Catholic. I don't care what people are. So that's Jesus candy. That was like, Jade's always pushing her religion on people. Exactly. I had not even noticed there was Jesus quotes until I got the email about Christian propaganda, and I was like, I don't even know if I had posted anywhere that I was Catholic. Like, what? And yeah, if you like it, put a resurrect on it. But I just think it's so funny that people get so uppity about random things, and I'm just like, what? I wouldn't even have noticed. I would have been, oh, piece of candy. Lady Absinthe. Also, do people still know what absinthe is? If you like it, then you should have put a resurrect on it. Exactly, baby cakes. I was so lost, and I was like, what do you mean? They said, look at your candy. I was like, oh, okay. I'm sorry. The little cube you use for drinking. Oh, it's like a green, funny liquor that was used a lot in olden times. Not olden times, but like the 20s through the 50s. My cat's trying to play with the video game characters on the TV screen. That's so cute. That's not long enough. Makes you see fat green fairies. I mean, I think I heard something about it causing hallucinations, but I'm not 100% on that. Don't quote me on it because I'm not sure. Do you guys want to see how I cut my foam pieces? I literally have a steak knife. And yes, I cut it on my leg. Because it's not a sharp steak knife. I'll take the Jesus candy. Give Fairy all of the Jesus candy. Tastes like black licorice. Oh, absinthe does? Maybe. I would not be surprised in the slightest. So should I buy more Jesus candy just as an inside joke and see how many... Ah! You scared me! See, I'm so skittish. Like, I act like an abused dog. I always say that. What?
No, I was just saying that there could be more because there's children and adults that are in critical condition.
Oh no, my grandma's giving me updates on the situation in Texas.
Are you live?
Yeah.
Everybody pray for if you pray.
If you guys pray for the people in Texas. If not, then just send good vibrations. That's a thing people do, right? Good vibrations. It's the sweet sensation. That's a song, right? I'm pretty sure. Grandma, did you go downstairs?
Yeah.
Can you check if a package came? Thank you.
Okay.
I use my grandmother for slave labor.
Yeah.
Heck yeah! When you come up, can you bring it? Tee-hee. There was a shooting in Texas where an 18-year-old went to an elementary school and shot up the school, killing both children and teachers and adults. I don't know if they're teachers, but adults. I mean, I'm not a hateful fuck, and I'm Catholic, so... I'm sorry, Fairy. I mean, if people sent me anything with, like, pagan stuff or anything, I wouldn't be offended, but that's a personal thing. I just, for me, it's like, I just didn't notice it, and that's why I sent the Jesus candy. Yeah, I heard he killed his grandmother first. 18 kids so far, there could be more. And I'm a resident guest teacher as well. Well, also, I feel like I have a different viewpoint on religion because I was raised in such an accepting church. Like, we have people who are gay, bi, we have trans people who are in our church. So I've never seen it as like a a thing, you know, to be like that you couldn't be both. But I know some people are targeted by churches and stuff to feel negative. Exactly, Rose. Like, stop it. Get some help. Literally, get some help. Yes, this is the right size. I mean, that's why I'm thankful that, you know, some people do get help. And obviously, the ones we hear about in the news are not the people who are taking their mental health seriously when they have those type of thoughts. Can you stop being wobbly? Here. Will this one work better? I need another box cutter. Yeah, and the thing is, I don't even care if other people are religious. And sometimes people think, like, because I'm Catholic, I'm like, I expect or want people to be Catholic too. And I'm just like, if that's what floats your boat, happy for you to join it. But, like, my life is not yours. You make your own decisions. But it's sad because it's really bomb candy too. See, yeah, no, in my church we don't believe in that fairy. Some people still believe in that. It's not a thing. They also thought that babies who were unbaptized went to purgatory, not a thing. So, hi, Queen Bee. I'm glad you got your drills. I hope you like them. Because, I mean, the only thing I've ever used, like, religion as, like, a conversation point is when people try and be hateful, and I'm like, it literally says to love one another and do not hate. How can you spin that to cause hatred? That's, like, the biggest thing, is to love everyone. And people try and pretend that that's not what it is, and that's what it's meant to be. So, that's the only thing I get mad at, when people think it's, like, just a bunch of hateful people when it's not how it's supposed to be. It's a bunch of stupid people trying to make other people look like that's what they're doing when it's not. Sorry, I'll get off my soapbox. Excuse me. Well, and I've always said, like, the thing is, if I truly believe that my God is this loving, caring person or entity or whatever he is, why would that God say, hey, you were born and raised into believing the wrong religion? Go to hell. Like, no. That's not what it is. I feel like all religions are a mishmash of all religions, and they just got telephoned into the point where they sound like they're completely different when they're probably all the same. I mean, I feel like love triumphs all, and that, I mean, the basis for religion is loving each other. And if there's any kind of hate in it, that's not something I want to be a part of. Yeah, exactly, Mary Lou. I've always been like, there is no way God just says, oh, you didn't do this specific obscure rule that you didn't know about because you weren't born somewhere that it's told. Well, going to hell. That's not, no. And the thing is, I don't think you should be afraid of something, and that's why you listen to it. What sense does that make? Exactly. I mean, nobody's going to have the same opinion. I'm just stating mine. So let's move on to another subject so it's not so heavy. Because it's already heavy a day. What should we talk about? Okay, I need some advice. I'm going to license some of my sister and my cousin's work, but they're slow on the getting files to me, and I can't exactly, like, I could screenshot it from their Instagram, but it's not going to make for a very clean, precise diamond painting. But I do think I want to license a new image soon from Dolittle, because I just love her work so much. So let me know, what do you, if you guys could go to her Instagram, she's tagged in the post where I show her work. If you guys could let me know what art you like from her, so that I can look into getting licenses for those pieces next. And if you have recommendations for artists, because I do write artists. The fruit bats are so cute, right? My cousin was like, people actually like my art. I'm like, yes. Give me the files. And they're like, and I think it's going to be so, like, nice for them to see their name on a canvas. Because, like, I feel like a lot of artists don't feel like they're a real artist until their name's on something. Thank you, Grandma. I love you.
Love you too.
So it'll be really nice. And then, like, there's so many encouraging, like, posts that my cousin draws, and it's like, I don't know, I'll have to post them. I love diamond painting and diamond painting people. Wait, did I already? This one is prepped. Wait, why isn't? Oh my god, I have more to do than I thought. just sounds like I'm giving birth now. Is that... yes. Let me cut there. Wait. Yes. This package is made of post-consumer waste. Please recycle again. I will. Even though on your website it says that you can't reuse it this way, I'm going to. Is it bad to admit that? Oh, that's terrible, Mary. The thing is, dead ass, I'm fine with, like, you touching me and stuff. I mean, I feel like it's a theater kid thing. You just kind of, like... I mean, I couldn't tell you how many of my friends have slapped my ass. And I'm cool with it. You have my consent. Working and lurking. Yeah, and now I just have the itchy allergies. It's not the can't breathe-y type of allergies, Christiane, so I think I'll be good. And even if I'm not good, you'll just have to suffer and watch me have a panic attack. So, congratulations on that beautiful opportunity. Do you see the lights flickering? That's been happening for the past week, and it's irritating the loving Jesus out of me, and I need to ask my husband, because my husband's an electrician. I don't know if I told you guys that. He's an electrician. And so is my dad. But somebody needs to come and work that out, because it's pissing me off. It is totally a theater kid thing. I'm working... Oh, you're asking what Rose is working on. Not me. Or do you want a D shaped and tasting like churros? Boop my nose. I mean, I've seen ghosts. How I told you guys my ghost stories? I've seen ghosts several times. Well, I've seen ghosts twice. I've heard them 3 times. And I felt them physically, I don't know, 2 or 3 times? Christiane's gonna kick me and punch me over the castle, so I'll be like Tinkerbell. Another one! To rap. Not that kind of rap. Cord out of my way. No, the ghost, like, it felt like, okay, here's my back, right? It felt like it went and pushed me forward. And I literally thought it was my sister. Turned around to say, Ariel, that's not funny. Because that's my sister's name is Ariel. And I saw nothing. And at that house, we had like a spiral staircase, and it was like bolted together. So it squeaked and creaked very loudly if you walked down it. And if you ran down it, it was definitely very loud. And she wasn't in my mom's room, which was like the only other room upstairs. So there was nothing that could have touched me. I always, I try and ignore anytime I see a ghost. One time, I don't know if it was a dream or if it wasn't, but I was sleeping, and I felt something watching me, and so I, like, I knew I was awake, but I felt like something watching me, and I was like, I have to check, but I don't have my glasses. And then I was like sleeping with my dogs and my husband, like I always do. And then I opened my eyes, and like I'm kind of not blind, but I can't see very clearly without my glasses, obviously. And I saw like this little boy, maybe like 8 years old, prepubescent for sure, just like standing at the foot of my bed near my husband's feet. Like, here's my husband laying down, here's me laying down, the bed, and this kid is standing right here. And I was just like, what? And I looked at him for a while, and then I blinked because I was like, I'm seeing this wrong. So I like scrunched my eyes like that, and I opened them, and it was gone. And I was like, did I see that or did I not? Hi, Satya. I'm sorry to hear that, Mary. I mean, was it comforting to have experienced his ghost, or was not? Because I get visited by family members, and though I love them, it scares the shit out of me. Like the one who pushed me, I'm pretty sure was my aunt. Scares the shit out of me. Because she had just died in that house maybe a week, maybe less than that, before I got pushed. And I was safe. It wasn't like I was getting pushed down the stairs. It was like, and she was like the type to play jokes like that. And then my mom was her caregiver in her last like years of her life. And I was going to check the back door to see if it was locked. And it's like a glass door with these like you know wood panels where it splits a door into 8, like even if it's a glass door. Does that make sense? So I was like, you could see a reflection in it because of how bright the inside of the house is. So when I'm looking outside, I could see the reflection. So I definitely would have seen something behind me. And I just hear really close, like as if somebody was leaning over to say into my ear, tell her happy birthday. And it was like the day before my mom's birthday. So I was like, oh God, that's my aunt. Why you gotta scare me like this? And she would have thought that was funny as shit. Because she's a bitch. And I love her, but she's a bitch. And she'd laugh her ass off hysterically. I know she would. Laugh her ass off hysterically in heaven, be like, got her. I'm so sorry to hear that, Mary. Who's in danger? I don't know if I told you guys this one, but I think this is what causes me to have like paranormal experiences, because when I was my mom was pregnant. When my mom was pregnant, my grandpa had recently passed away. My great grandpa. He wasn't my he was my grandma's, the one that lives with me's dad. He had passed away. And he just kept telling my mom, like, oh, I want to see her. I want to see the little one, because he would see that my mom was pregnant. My vagina will be haunted now. I'll haunt your vagina. How do you haunt a vagina? Just go, oh, into the vagina? But so like I said, he had passed away a couple months before I was born. as far as I know he knew my mom was pregnant. So I'm making assumptions here. I was also an infant, so my memory, obviously, it's based off secondhand memory. So, my family had gone to church on a Sunday, and I was a newborn. So my mom was like, so they would like often go to breakfast after mass, and then my mom was like, like, I have a newborn. I don't want to take her to a restaurant. Like, it's fine. I'll go wait at grandma's house, because grandma's house is my great grandma, not my grandma who lives here now. So her mom, just like very, that was kind of like the hub of the family. Like, everyone went to Grandma Connie's house. So we went to, my mom went straight to her house and just told everyone like she'd meet them back after breakfast. And my mom was just going to chill with me. Now, my mom smoked cigarettes. And so she was like done being pregnant. So she was like, yeah, I can smoke again. So she went outside to have a smoke break. And she made sure that she closed the screen door so she could see me. But she wanted to be away from the door so that smoke didn't get in my little baby infant lungs. And she said that she was smoking and she heard me like make a noise, and she was like, okay, I better go back in there. And she could see me. Yeah? You and your drinks, lady. I need tips. Me and my grandma play this game called June's Journey. And there's like, you give each other drinks in the game to like get points. Bev, you're so sweet. I love you. Steph, you're not even that old. The thing is, I was so freaked out, Christiane, I couldn't process it, because it was like a whisper. So, like, you know how sometimes people whisper and it doesn't really sound like them? So I was like, I was thinking it had to be her, because it was right before my mom's birthday. That's my aunt's caretaker. Who else would it be? You know? Hold on, let me get the drinks for my grandma. I put up a drink, Grandma! I put up a drink! Go get the drink! Thank you. But, so, anyway, so my mom was, like, outside. She was watching me through the screen door, smoking, having a blast, doing her do. Oh, yeah, I have no idea. I have drinking with my grandma before. When my cousin came to visit, we all drank. And it's stupid. I hate drinking because I get drunk so easy because of my medication. I get drunk off of one shot. It's stupid. Harry, you copycat. So, what was I saying? Oh, so, okay, my mom's outside of the door. She sees me, obviously, through the screen door. Like, it's not a screen, like, the mesh screen doors that, like, dogs can tear through easily? It's like those heavy-duty, like, steel-grated screen doors that are, like, they have, like, those wire filigree and stuff. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? She still has that door on that house. I mean, well, my great-grandma's passed away now. But that door is, like, the door that was on the house at that time is still on the house. That's not even an important story point. Why do you focus on these things, Jade? And then, so, my mom was done smoking, and then she saw me, like, reaching, or she saw me, and I was, like, kind of fussing, so she got nervous, and she's like, oh, gotta get back to her, put out her cigarette. She goes to the door, and it's locked, and she's like, I didn't lock this. My mom wasn't forgetful like that, and my mom, Okay, if you know my mom, she doesn't lock things. She's literally gotten her car stolen because she leaves it unlocked and forgets the keys in the ignition. It's literally happened, and the only reason we got the car back is because the person who tried to steal it didn't know how to drive a stick shift. And then when we reported it to the cops, they literally accused my mom of being on drugs. And my mom's like, no, I'm just a space cadet. I'm just stupid when it comes to things like that. And, like, the police officer pulled me aside and was like, do you think your mom is and I'm like, no, she's just like that. He's like, you don't have to hide anything for her. I'm like, she's just like that. What do you mean? So anyway, I was chilling, like I said, in my grandma's house in a little bassinet, and my mom, she was like calm but kind of freaking out because, like, I'm her little baby who's a newborn who she can't get to. So then she goes around to the side of the house and tries the windows. She goes to the back door, can't get in the back door. And she's like starting to panic. She tried the front door, the screen door, so she can still see me through the screen door, but she can't get to me. And she's like starting to panic. She's tried the screen door like 3 times. She doesn't know what to do. And she's like, I don't want to wait for like people to come back to the house, like, because that's too long, for her to just be in there. What if she like chokes on her blanket or something? I don't know. What do parents worry about children doing? And so my mom tried the windows. She was trying for a good 20 minutes at the windows, back door, everything. And at the time, like, there was only landlines unless you were like really rich. So there weren't cell phones. She couldn't call anybody. And she was like freaking out, and she was like about to start sobbing. She was already freaked out, about to start sobbing. Reaches for the door. She's like, I'm just gonna try it one more time. The door opens. And right before, but like a little bit before, because she kept checking on me, she said that she saw me reaching up and giggling after I had been crying for a while. So she thinks that was my grandpa, like, locking her out so he could have a moment with his grandchild. That's what she says she thinks it is. Obviously, like, I'm not aware of it. I was an infant. I do not have crazy magic memory, but my mom swears to it, and my mom's not a liar, so. There is that is a 80s movie, isn't it, Bev? No, well, like I said, it's not like those thin, flimsy, like, just like those screen doors that a dog can rip through. Like those ones, I would understand my mom kicking it through. It's like heavy duty steel. Like, I don't. Have you ever seen like a 1920s like screen door? It's not mesh. It's like a sheet of steel, like thin steel, with like just holes in it. It's not even like, I don't know how to explain it. And then it has like wire wrapped filigree to make it look cute. So it's not one that she could like bust open because it's like a sheet of steel just with like holes drilled in it. Good night to you, Naya. My students keep calling me old. I'm like, I'm about to beat y'all. I'm gonna give you whoopings. Calling me old. But yeah, so that was allegedly my first experience. Obviously, I don't have first-hand memory from it because, like, I was literally like a month old, maybe max. I might have been even younger than that. I have no clue. But yeah, my mom still talks about it, and she's like, it was the weirdest fucking thing. Am I forgetting anything? I have a package close. Give me that package, bitch. So, okay. I need to label. People have been messaging me. Oh, thank you for the cardstock. I'm like, it's stickers. They're stickers. I don't spend time making stickers for you guys to think they're cardstock and making your own stickers. No, they're stickers already. So I have to. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? My pen 15. Well, I mean, there's not any vintage houses around you, Steph? Yes, Diana. I just didn't know what it was called. It's just like there's perforated holes. You can see into it if you're close enough. It's not, I don't know how to explain it. I'll have to look up a picture in a second. Come here. Why did I put that flat on the floor and then I can't pick it up because of my little nails? Okay. Come on. This is just gonna become a live stream of me trying to pick up a sticker for like an hour. Oh, got it. Got it. I wonder if it'll come up if I type in like vintage screen door. Because I mean, a lot of the houses and stuff in, because like this is like one of the earliest settlements in California, the Inland Empire. Vintage screen door. Like it's kind of like this, but it had like better patterns because it was like a different time. Hold on. No, I want photos. Photos. Like that. So it's not like a mesh screen. It's like a steel plate with holes. So if you're close to it, you can see into the house, but it's not like just the mesh ones that you could wire mesh ones that you could go bah! And then it'd be gone. I wonder if I can find the exact like door, because like, well, I mean, I could drive by my grandma's house and be like, "Hey guys, here's the door my mom couldn't open," because that would be such an adventurous vlog. What the heck? Okay, those are not. I'm gonna use the term that Diana put in the chat. Can't. ILEVER door. The first picture is as close as you're gonna get to what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's literally, it's like a steel plate just with like little holes drilled in it, like all over. Also, we live in the ghetto. There's a lot of crime and gang violence in the Inland Empire, so those things were kind of necessary for living in this area. Wendy's is fine dining. It's a fine dining establishment. Only one more after. Do you like how it got stuck to my can of soda? Don't worry, the soda was empty. I wouldn't risk that. See, but I've never been outside of California, so I've been only to like Jalisco, Mexico, and why can I not remember the name? Why are they? It'll come to me later, but I've only been to a few places in Mexico, and like they were beach towns, so it's like where the rich people live. So like I've only ever been to cities, really. I haven't been anywhere rural. The most rural it gets is the mountains, and there's still houses like every I don't know, like there's a house with in between each house, and that's like as close as it gets to rural. Rural. Got my steak knife. It could not be a steak knife. I don't know what kind of knife this is. But yeah, because like, I don't know. I've only ever lived in a city, so I don't really know what it's like not in cities. Does that make sense? Maybe it's a roast knife. I have no clue. I keep getting these annoying emails that are like, sweepstakes. Oh my god, you could win this. And I'm like, I don't even want to win that. Can you leave me alone? They were like, sweepstakes. I'm like, I don't want to be entered in any sweepstakes. Bev, I just got a notification of you posting something, and now I'm excited. Now I'm excited because I get to watch your ass. A gator knife. Okay, are gators as scary as they seem? Like, they seem terrifying. Like, the scariest thing I've seen in California is I've seen a wild garden snake, which apparently are not toxic, and black widows. That's what we have here. Yes, I think we've been to Guadalajara. I don't know. I'm gonna have to ask my grandma. Because, like, I was young, so it's not like I was paying attention to names and stuff. The last time I went, I was, I think, 13. I might have been 14. But it was the year that Steve Irwin died, because we were listening to the radio on the beach, and they were like, Steve Irwin has passed away due to complications having to do with a stingray attack. And we were like, what? And that's my biggest memory of going to Mexico. Should I get out my mom's, like, not right now, because I don't know where she even has them, but should I get out my mom's scrapbooks with all of, like, our vacation pictures, and you can see how unbelievably white I look next to my family? Gators. Like, it should be a sin to be as white as me. Like, I'm so pale, it hurts to walk outside sometimes. And I didn't know that wasn't a common thing. I thought everybody's skin hurt when they went in the sun. Like, I walk outside, I'm like, ow, it burns. And my husband's like, what? I'm like, doesn't your skin burn when it's hot outside? He's like, no. I'm like, oh. Just me then? All right. Oh my god, Stephanie, I hate you. That's such a mom joke. I didn't get it for a second. I was like, oh my god. Do you like being that pale, Fairy? Because it hurts. I hate it. I wish I was, like, dark-skinned like my mom, or at least somewhat tanned like my dad. But no, I came out, like, no coloring, and my skin hurts. If you guys go back to, I don't know how many lives ago it was a couple lives ago, but I showed pictures of my family and how ridiculous I look next to them. And if I didn't have identical facial structure to my mother, you would think that I was not blood related to them. Oh, well, I'm on your channel membership, so that's what I got a notification from. I don't think I follow you on Patreon. Because I can't get the hang of it, and then I never check it, and then I'm stupid. Really? That's surprising. I didn't know tattoos could burn more in the sun. Like, I mean, I know you could still get sunburned, but I didn't know it would hurt more. Same, Fairy. So my mom, like I said, my mom, she has tan skin. She, like, has, like, mid to dark skin for a Mexican woman. And, she didn't understand, like, what was wrong. Like, so she was like, we had went camping, and she would brush my hair, and I'd be screaming, crying, and she's like, there's not even any tangles. Why are you screaming? Because my sister was not screaming. My brother had short hair. She's like, why are you screaming? I had gotten a sunburn in my hair part, and she was brushing it, and she was like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, my poor little pale baby. She tells me all the time. I still feel bad about that. I was yelling at you, and poor little baby was just burned. I mean, I still think it's hilarious that my in-laws didn't realize I was half Mexican until I told my mother-in-law 5 years into being with my husband. And she was like, Mexican? I'm like, yes, I'm half Mexican. Did your son not tell you? She said, no. Yeah, no. And I'm like, what? How did you not know this? And she was just like, shocked. And then she was like, why don't you speak Spanish then? And I was like, well, that, my dear sir, is a tale for another time. No, I mean, I'm 4th generation on my mom's side, and then, I don't know, 7th, 8th generation on my mom's dad's side, I think. So, is that enough? Is that enough for you, darling? Will that fit you? Will that fit you nicely? Oh, what am I missing? Gotta catch up. Oh, I don't think I could call my mom by her first name. I only call her by her first name when I'm trying to get her attention because she's like not paying attention or she's zoned out in mom mode. And I have to say, Sonia. She's like, huh? I'm like, I've been calling you for like 5 minutes. She's like, oh, oops. Yeah, my emails are very inconsistent. That's so weird, Bev. That's so cool. You should take a video of that. Yeah, I can't tan. It doesn't matter if I slowly go outside. I just burn or I get some freckles. That's it. Okay, Bev. Oh, no, fair. See, that's what I'm worried about. Like, if I go to a school and I don't know that I'm going to be teaching PE and they just put me up, I'm like, I can't do that. Like, I have sunscreen in my bag just because I'm terrified. Like, when I go to Disneyland, like, it hurts. Yes, I agree with Stephanie 100%. The air conditioner is my friend, the sun is my arch nemesis. I agree, Stephanie, but we have to let sweet baby Bev do what she must do. Oh, fairy, that must hurt. Yeah, I freckle. I don't know if I freckle because my dad doesn't really have freckles, but my mom has a lot of freckles, so I don't know. I don't know if that's where I got them. I used to get made fun of for my freckles when I was in elementary. Elementary, my dear Watson. Oh, that's why it was harder this time, because I keep forgetting and switching back to the old blade. Don't do that, Jade. Also, someone remind me to buy more box cutters. Or, like, just replacement blades. I think I would die in a tanning booth. Oh my god, I would hate crossing duty. I know. Let's see. They used to. I don't know why they made fun of me because it's like people like had freckles, but I mean, I used to get made fun of a lot for being white because I've said this before on here, I think, but in where I live, it's the Inland Empire. It's predominantly Hispanic and Black here, so they just used to. We were a minority, so they just kind of like made fun of me for being pale and saying that I looked weird, and then they made fun of me because I'd be like, I'm half Mexican though, and they're like, you're not half Mexican. Look at you. You look like a whatever. I don't remember what they used to call me. I know they used to call me Wedo, which is just white girl in Spanish. So it's like, okay, I'm so hurt. But a lot of them thought I was lying about being half Mexican, and then they would see my mom like pick me up, and they'd be like, "Oh, girl, she ain't lying. What?" Like, who would lie about that? So I may have a little bit of a hang up on my, like, I have a really weird connection with my identity because, like, I feel like I have to, like, when I act Mexican, I feel like I have to, or not act Mexican, like, when I do things that, like, coincide with what I was raised to do, which happens to be, like, Mexican things, I get, like, gringa is different. Gringa is kind of like, it's like more of a derogatory way of saying white girl. It's like, oh, look at this white person. Like this person, I don't know how to explain it. But gringo would be like saying it in a malicious way, whereas Weta is just white girl. Hey, white girl. Yeah, one time when we went to Mexico, I got such a bad sunburn because my mom thought she had put sunscreen on me, but she had forgotten. And it was when I was younger, one of the younger times I went. When I got back in school, I was peeling off huge flakes of skin, like bigger than the size of my hand. And then I have friends in class who'd be like, "Can I peel off that piece?" I'm like, okay. And my teacher was like, "Stop getting skin on the floor. It's gross." And we're like, "What? It's like when you peel off glue." That was when I was in 3rd grade. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like saying the N-word, because, like, it's not that bad. It's just saying, like, I look down on you because you're white, is what it is. Yeah, and people think it's weird because, like, me and my sister, we'll call ourselves mutts, but we're like, nobody else can say that. Only we can say that. And if me and my husband end up having genetic babies, we will have children who are 75% white, or no, 75% Mexican, 25% white. And I don't know how our genetics are going to play out. So, like, I don't know if they're going to go more after him, or because I have Mexican blood, they're going to end up looking more Mexican. But then I'm going to feel singled out again. So I'm like, I hope they're in between me and my husband. But also, like, I don't want them to be pale because of how much it hurts. And how much, like, I do have a phobia of the sun. Because of my pale skin, like, I'm terrified of skin cancer. And I don't want my kids to have to go through that. But I'm just like, it's weird because it's not like you can get a preview of what your kids are going to be like. Seasonings are optional. See, we don't really have like much culture, like cultural things from my white side because, so a lot of Hispanic culture is centered around like church and like the Catholic Church specifically, not to get back into that, but it just kind of explains things. So like my grandma Pat, my white grandma, she always had similar traditions and stuff, but just like because she went to a predominantly Mexican church, so there was like not a big difference between my white family and my Mexican family because they all did the same traditions, and she gained her traditions from like a predominantly Mexican church. So it's like I don't even know. I know she was mostly German because she told me that during World War II she would lie to people and tell them that she wasn't German because she didn't want people to think she hated Jews. Because like over here, I guess like if people like said that they were part German, the other kids would be like basically call them Nazis and stuff. So my grandma lied for a long time and said that she wasn't German, but I know that's one of our big ones, and I don't remember what the rest is. And then I know my dad's a 16th Native American, but I don't know what kind. Because his mom's mom, or mom's mom's mom, something like that, she was Native American, and like they have photos of her, but I never met her. On my white side, I only ever met my dad's mom, and then his siblings, except for one of his brothers because he died before I was born. Which I was almost named after him, but then they messed up my name. It could have been cool, but they messed it up. Exactly, Steph. Sometimes I'm like, it really looks like I'm adopted. And people have asked me if I was before. I'm like, no. It's like, it's not bad, but it's like, if I'm not, then I'm not. Don't question it. I think my husband has stronger genetics because I don't feel like I look like anybody strongly in my family. Like, it's not like I'm like, oh, you look like grandma so-and-so, or oh, you look like this, and like it's a genetic that stayed in the family. And I don't feel like I look like anyone in my family, really. Like, I look like my mom a little bit, but not very much. I don't really look like my dad. I just kind of look like a mishmash of my whole family. But he looks just like his dad. And one of his sisters looks just like his dad, and then one of his sisters looks just like his mom, and one of his brothers, or his brother, he only has one brother, looks just like their mom. So it's like, I think he has the stronger genes. I don't know how skin is going to go, though. Like, I don't know if it's going to end up going lighter or darker or what. Because my husband, I mean, I think he's mid-tone, but like other people and himself say that he's dark. I don't know. So we shall see. We shall see what happens. But his brother is a bit lighter than him. So skin tone kind of varies in their family. I'm just a cutie patootie. Thank you, Rose. But I want to know what my babies are going to be. What will you be now? What will you be now? His skin color to DMC here, I can figure it out. Because I have pictures of him. And I mean, I photoshopped that to have his skin tone. He has like you know how Native Americans, like Mexicans with more Native American blood, they tend to have more like redder brown skin. That's how his is. Darker than that, but lighter than that. More orange than that. Not as saturated as 301. It's like close to 301. It's like 433 with a touch more red. No, it's like 975. So like it's this one. I mean, I know I'm fine just as I am, but I could do without the sunburns. And I'm DMC, like, say, like, I think I'm DMC 3866. Here, let me get this. Let me know if you think, maybe I'm a tiny bit darker than that. Like, this is the highlight of my skin. Or what do you think? Does that match? Does that DMC match my skin? 950? No, 950 is too pink. I don't have that much pink tone in my skin. I have more of a yellow tone. Let's see. What about 3864? See, that one's a little too dark. It's close, but no cigar. 3866. This one's 3864. Maybe that one? I don't know. Like, if I could do an in-between of 3864 and 3866. Yeah, 3866 and 3864. Like, the highlight would be 3866 and the low light would be 3864. Here, let me show you a picture of my husband. Maybe I'm tripping. And maybe I'm matching his color wrong. Click on the favorites. See, but it depends if he's tan or not. See, but it's hard to get the right tone. You know what? He's 434. That's exactly what he is. 434. So I'd say his skin tone is 434. That's the lightest? 3865 is like almost white though. Like it's weird because 3864 is like a light tan. Then 3865 is like a slightly eggshell white, and then 3688 goes to like a lighter tan. I don't know why it jumps around shades like that. The stash is blood. 310 color blocking. Okay, one more. One more. Una más. Una más. Wait, I gotta pee real quick. Hold on, I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. I'm back. And I dropped something.
Okay.
Yeah?
Jamie back?
I don't think so.
Who's in my bathroom?
I just went to the bathroom real quick.
Shut the door. Oh. If Dave, what time are you gonna leave?
I don't know.
It'll be late.
I mean, if it's already 8, then probably.
Because Damon said he needs to bed at 9.
I mean, I guess.
But I'll try to text your mom and see if she'll be back ready. So you don't have to.
Christiane, if you're here, I got some of the glue to try. What?
Just one person?
No. That's just one of my friends in here. There's 17 people.
Just watching you do crap.
Yeah. She said, just watching you do crap. Look at her. She's a bully. But I got the Tombow Mono Liquid Glue. Aqua. If whose ears are burning? My husband's? Probably. Isn't his mustache grand? I like that man and his stash. I want to sit on it. Sit on it. But yeah, I've been with him since I was 16. I was a child. But to be fair, I'm older than him, so. When I tell people I'm older than him, they're like, no way. I get carded at the store and they see his mustache and they're like, you're a grown-ass man. Go ahead. Buy your drinks. He's starting to grow a beard and I'm like, ooh, how's he going to look with a beard? Because, like, he's never been able to grow a full beard. He can grow a full goatee. But not a full beard. But, like, he's starting to get, like, into the beardy territory. Okay, it's not even close. It's, like, maybe 10% coverage right here. But it's coming in. Ooh, okay, I'll go look at it. Why would I give Grandma a heart attack? Stephanie! But my husband looks so weird without a mustache. Here, let me show you. I only have one photo because he only does it very rarely. He's like, I think I need to refresh. So this is my husband with no facial hair. This is him clean shaven. And it's so odd to me. It just doesn't look right. Because he even had a little baby mustache when we met here. Let me find. This is him when we met. So this is him when he gets tan. Look at those dimples. But see, he had a mustache even when we first started dating. He was barely 16 there. My husband looks like he should be my student. In the bedroom, maybe. I don't mind getting carded because I don't drink anyway, so. He's so handsome. Yeah, he looks like a baby when he's clean shaven. But to be fair, that was, let me see how many years ago that was. The date on that is 2016. So that was 8 years ago. Still. He needs to shave again so I can see what he looks like clean shaven more recently. And here is him carrying my son. He always pretends that he doesn't love my dog, but look at that. He loves him. And in case you want to see the height difference. And I'm on my tippy toes in that picture. And this is our wedding day. And peep the 5-inch heels. You sent me my baby? Okay, let me check what you sent me. Oh my god, how did you screenshot that? It's so creepy. That looks wrong. Why is its hair like that? Tell me why TSL sent me this. It's horrifying. Why did you want to scare me like that? Oh, my grandma hears me say inappropriate jokes all the time. I think it's hilarious. And she giggles. She was alive in the 70s. That was the time of free love. His brother can only grow like a little bit of hair right here and like a little wispy mustache, even though he's only 2 years younger. Humana. That baby might be horrifying. It's okay. I'll love it even if it's horrifying. I love you, my non-existent, horrifying-looking child. Hi, Lydia! I'm just cutting boxes. So the processing time for diamond paintings will go a lot faster once I'm done with the stock at my house, because since they're going to be in tubes, it's going to be, all I have to do is check them and then print a label. I don't have to go through cutting boxes to wrap around the paintings. Oh, and now I have to get the stickers. A sticker. A baggie. A sticker and baggie. Come here. I said, come here. Where's the other? Where are the? What? Where'd it go? Oh, it was behind me. It was the night before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. I hate that I always get random ass stuff stuck in my head, and it's like it just has to play. Now, eventually, hopefully, my supplier will start making stickers. They don't make stickers right now. I'm just like, please make stickers. So, what are you guys doing this evening? Candy? Okay, that one's not Jesus candy, so I don't have to get worried about getting yelled at. Bless me. Washi tape. That one looks a little busted. Okay. Washi tape. What else was I going to put in here? ABs. And now I can print all of the Lady Absinthe labels. Wait, really? Are you really, Rose? I'm here to talk about it if you want to. I was about to say that, Stephanie. Maybe that she can be with Bev now. Steak knife time. Breakups suck. Do you guys want to hear the story of when I broke up with someone? I've only broken up with one person. And oh my god, it was the worst experience. So let me know if you want a story time about that. So you guys are talking about breaking up, so you might not, or you guys are just trying to figure out what you're gonna do? So, okay. When me and my husband were 18, yeah, I had just turned, or I was just about to turn 18, and me and him, or no, I was just about to turn 19. Me and him broke up, because I was acting psychotic and he was being a douchebag. So we were both being stupid. And so I was being insanely jealous, like way overboard, not necessary, like overkill, like really bad. Like I don't want to admit it, but I feel like the only way to grow is to admit how you were in the past. And he was at soccer practice, and I forgot that he had practice. And he didn't text me back in 10 minutes, which was my mental limit of when I expected him to write me back. So I messaged him 250 times over and over again until he wrote me back. And that was in maybe 5 minutes. And I'd text him, hi, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Where are you? What are you doing? What are you doing? And he was like, oh my God. And he was being a butthole because he was like, well, why are we so serious? We're still like basically kids. And I'm like, bruh, we've been together since like for almost 3 years now. Yeah, I was crazy. So we broke up. He broke up with me because, well, actually, we didn't even break up because we wanted to. We broke up because his ex-best friend, she was a skeevy little brat, and she said, oh, Jade's mom said that if you don't marry her, or if you don't plan on marrying her, like, this year, that you should just break up with Jade now. And he was, like, obviously already at the point where he's like, we're young, why are we being so serious? So he took her seriously, thought my mom said that, broke up with me, didn't want to break up with me, but did. And, yeah, so we were broken up, and I was like, I'm not going to let you think that you have control over me or my emotions. So what I'm going to do, what this little bastard's going to do, is I immediately that day went and kissed another boy, who I didn't even like or think was very attractive or anything.
Where's the broom?
Right here.
I'll bring it back. I'm just getting cold, so I'm gonna turn it. It was hot earlier, so I had to open the vent.
So, but then that didn't pan out because he was suspicious on why I was randomly into him when he had a crush on me, and I was like, what do you mean? It's totally because I like you, bro. So then that didn't work out. So then actually the same friend who got him to break up with me convinced this other dude, oh, you should ask Jade out, she totally likes you. I had never even thought of liking the dude, and he was my brother and sister's friend. And he was cute. He looked kind of like my husband, actually. He dark, tall, curly hair, dimples. You know, they have similar characteristics. He was Salvadorian, though. And he asked me out, and I was like, oh, like, I just wasn't, I didn't know how to say no. And I didn't know how to say, like, why? Like, what's the point? Because he had just gotten out of a 3-year relationship, and obviously I had just gotten out of a 3-year relationship. But so I just said yes, and I was like, it's okay. I'll make Stash jealous. It's fine. And then so I dated that guy for 2 months. He never kissed me, and it felt like we were just best friends who hung out all the time, but he never kissed me. We cuddled like twice. He got drunk once, and it was like before I was 21. And he just like forced me to listen to like 3 hours of Depeche Mode, I think. And I was just like, sweet Jesus, please get out of my room. And my husband had found out what his ex-best friend had done and told me, like, hey, like, this is why I broke up with you. And I was like, yeah, my mom definitely did not say that. And then he was like, I miss you and everything. And then he rode to my house. I was like, I don't want to talk to you. I have a boyfriend. I'm not a cheater. And then he was like, he's like, can I just go talk to you? This was before he could drive. He rode over to my house at 4 in the morning in the pouring rain. This had to be like April. Yes, no, this was March because I ended up breaking up with that boyfriend April 1st. So, my husband rode over on his bicycle in the pouring rain, 4 in the morning. Super romantic, but I wasn't going to let him think that I thought that was romantic. And he was outside my door. He's like, please, just let me talk to you. And I was like, say what you want. I was literally standing at the door. Say what you want. What? You miss me now? Because I'm a bitch when I feel like he did not have a boombox. And he was like drenched. And he was like, can I come inside? I'm like, why? What are you to me? I'm so cold when somebody hurts me. It's bad. And then he's like, please. So I eventually let him come in my room. And I was like, what do you want to say? And he's like, I just wanted to clear things up. Like, I didn't break up with you because I wanted to. So-and-so said this. And she said your mom said this. And I just didn't know what to do. We're so young. I don't want to get married when I was barely 19. And I was like, what the heck? I never said any of that. He's like, I know, I found out. And please, can I just hug you? And I was like, no. I am not a cheater. You can back up, sit down on that couch, and think about what you did. And then he's like, well, like, maybe we can talk. But I knew I was in love with the boy. I knew I was in love with him. I knew I would forgive him because it wasn't such a big thing that I couldn't. And everything felt so platonic with my boyfriend. We never kissed. I didn't even think he had feelings for me. I thought we were just more dating because we both like got dumped at the same time. And then I messaged him and like later that week when I realized like I really didn't want to be without my husband. And I said, hey, like, can we talk sometime soon? And he's like, sure, what's up? And I was like, nothing, like, just, I want to talk to you in person. And he was like, you're not going to break up with me, are you? And I was just like, we'll talk when I see you. Because I didn't want to do it over text. I didn't want to be a jerk. And he was like, are you actually breaking up with me? And I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, okay, LOL. Like, I was like, I mean, I'm still happy to be your friend, but I understand if you don't want to be, because, like, whatever. But, you know, you're still, like, you know, you're still my friend in my eyes, and you're my brother and my sister's friend. Like, hope there's no hard feelings. I didn't realize I had texted him that. It was midnight on April Fool's Day. I didn't realize it was April Fool's Day. I did not know. I swear. And him and my brother went to college together. And I was still in high school. I was 19. And he was talking to my brother. He's like, your sister plays the meanest jokes. And my brother was like, what do you mean? Because my brother knew I broke up with him. Because I even asked him and my sister for advice and was like, oh my God, am I a terrible person for breaking up with him? And they were like, no, you have to do what you have to do. So he was talking to my brother, and my brother was like, what joke? And he's like, you know, her pretending to break up with me on April Fool's Day. He's like, that wasn't an April Fool's joke. She's serious. And then he came over, and I thought he knew it was serious. Like I said, I didn't realize it was April Fool's Day. I really didn't. I swear. I feel so bad about it. Still, I feel bad about it. And he had come back to the house with my brother when they were done with like school for the day, because they were always giving each other rides and everything. And he walked up to my room and he was like, hey. And I was like, hey. And he's like, so that wasn't a joke then? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, it's April Fool's Day. And I was like, no, it's not. And he's like, yes, it is. So it wasn't a joke then. And I was like, no, I'm so sorry. Like I said, I wanted to do it in person. I didn't want to be a jerk. And he's like, I mean, I understand, but just know you broke my heart. And he was like the goofiest person. He's very goofy. He's very funny. So I couldn't tell if he was actually hurt or not. He didn't seem like it. And then I used to be like, I can't tell when you're serious. If you're serious, do something so I can tell. And one of our tells so that he could show he was serious was he would take off his glasses. So I was like, are you messing with me? Like, you knew I was serious, right? He took off his glasses. He's like, you broke my heart, Jade. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. I cried for a week. I felt so bad for breaking up with him. And my sister was like, who cries because they broke up with someone they didn't want to be with? And I'm just like, I felt so bad. I felt so guilty for so long. And he still came over and hung out and everything. And it was still a while before, like, me and my husband fully got back together. Because we needed to figure out, like, you know, where we stood in this new section of our relationship post breakup, makeup, and everything. And like what were the new boundaries of our relationship and stuff like that. And so like, I mean, I was still single for a while, so he hung out and everything, and he got drunk a couple times and was like, what could I do to get you to come back with me? And I'm like, no, it's not gonna work. Like, we don't have the same beliefs, like core beliefs. It would never work out. What's the point? No, I never got divorced. It was me and my husband were not married yet. We were only 19, and then we broke up for a few months, and I dated another boy, and this is the breakup story of that. And then I went back with my husband, who I had been dating previously, and ended up marrying him in 2020. Oh, okay. I'm an idiot. Sorry. I'll have to go reread the chat. But oh, I still feel so bad. And then one day he was dropping off my brother, and I was coming outside because Stash was picking me up to go hang out at his house. And he saw me walking outside, and he was like all happy, waving to me. And I was like, oh, hi. And then he saw me getting into Stash's car, and then his face just dropped. And he was supposed to hang out with my brother that day, but he like immediately left. I felt so bad. And then when he found out I was back with my husband, I mean, he wasn't my husband at the time, he was my boyfriend. But when he found out I was back with him, he said, like, what he would get drunk with my brother when they were hanging out, like not like crazy sloppy drunk or anything, but he'd just be like, you know, you're just such an amazing person. Like, what can I do to get back with you? And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. He's a cool guy. He stole my Cards Against Humanity game, though. And then probably about 2 years ago, no, it was a little bit more than 2 years ago because it was pre-pandemic. Me and my husband were shopping at Target, and he saw us at Target, and I waved at him, and then he just completely ignored me. I was like, dang, he's still mad about it? I feel bad, but like, what else could I do? Like, I felt like it was better that I was honest with him and broke up with him and told him the truth. Like, every time he asked, I'm like, there's nothing that would end up making us work out. He was handsome. And for a while, he thought it was because he was ugly, and I'm like, no. So, yeah, that's the one person I broke up with, and I still feel bad about it. Let me go check on the chat. Tell me all the stories, even make some up. Maybe I'll do a live where I, like, basically tell you the stories that I'm writing. That's tough, Rose. I'm sorry. I was very crazy. I texted him nonstop. It was insane. It was very intense. And I have screenshots of it to remind myself not to be like that ever again. But I feel like when you make a mistake, the only thing you can do is learn from it instead of, like, focus on it. Yeah, well, no, but the boy that kissed me and is messaging me. My first kiss is messaging me and trying to get back with me, even though it's been 12 years. He was not the same guy. He was a totally different guy. The guy I broke up with, he's still a sweet guy. He works at a museum. He's funny. I check in on him from time to time. I'm so sorry, Rose. Who wanted whose man, Steph? Yeah, I feel really bad about doing it on April Fool's Day, but I didn't know it was April Fool's Day. I was just like, I don't want to do it on Easter because it was like a year where Easter celebrations, or it was something. It was either Easter or some kind of like celebration like during Easter time, and I didn't want to do it on that. I felt so bad. Breakups are really weird. Yeah, this is. My husband is only the second. No, third person. No, second. Third? I've only kissed 3 people romantically. Oh, Steph, that hurts. I'm always here for a good story. True, Diana. Always trust yourself. No, but the thing is, she didn't want him. Like, that's what I was thinking, and everyone else thought. No, she just liked causing havoc on everything else, and then she got pregnant by some random dude just to cause drama, and she thought it was funny. She was a really freaking weirdo. Rose, I still feel bad for breaking up with my boyfriend in 7th grade. It's been 9 years since I broke up with that guy, and I still feel guilty. I'm like, oh my god. Nice. Happy almost anniversary. Me and my husband will have our 12-year anniversary on October 8th, and then our 2-year marriage anniversary on October 21st. Yes, she was insane. Well, it turns out the whole time she was feeding me lies and feeding him lies about each other just because she thought it was fun. And I opened my house to her. She was homeless, and I was like, I asked my mom, like, hey, can she stay in my room with me? You know, she doesn't have anywhere to go. Her parents kicked her out. It should have taken it as a sign that her parents kicked her out and not any of her other siblings who were also kind of crazy. That girl is a real piece of work. Write a book, Diana. Dude, sometimes people, I swear, they just want to see how much chaos they can cause. And I mean, it's been almost 7 years that they stopped being friends, and I'm grateful every day for it. Every once in a while, he's like, I miss so-and-so as a friend. I'm like, why? She was evil, and she used you, and she put us against each other. But he doesn't make friends very easily. So it's hard for him to like he gets sensitive even when people unfriend him on Facebook who he wasn't even close to. He feels like that means he did something. I mean, at least we can all be friends and give advice and laugh and cry together. It was hot, but it was a disaster. I hope me and my husband, I hope he's the only one. I don't want to have to go through another breakup. Hey, me and him broke up twice. I think that's enough for a lifetime. Once when we were 18 for 2 months, and then once when we were 19 for like 3.5 months. And then we got married. I believe Stash is on the spectrum. Like, there's a lot of what is wrong with me? Telltale signs. Is that right? That he is, but he says, I believe you. I don't need to get tested. I'm like, well, I mean, you're not diagnosed unless you get tested. He's like, that's fine. That's good enough. I'm like, honey. But I mean, if you're Hispanic, a lot of Hispanics just kind of don't believe in mental health. And that's kind of how him and his family are. It's just like, it doesn't matter. Telltale, yes. I was like, is my brain exploding? What's going on here? Okay, now I'm putting handle with care stickers on all of these bitches. I mean, but things aren't perfect with me and my husband, but I'm happy where we're at from where we were. And all I can ask for in life is for improvements upon the things that I have. Teehee. Stickers, stay. These stickers aren't sticky, so I have to put tape over it. It's so stupid. It's like, what's the point of a sticker if you don't stick? Yeah. I love him. I mean, once I realized, like, once it ticked in my head, like, oh my god, maybe he's on the spectrum. Then, because my brother is, so that's why I never, and people would always tell me, he acts so weird, he does this, and I'm like, what do you mean? That's not weird. But I'm so used to things my brother does that it never seemed any different to me. So, I'm going to print some labels. You guys should still be able to see me while I'm doing that. But I do love my little stinky butt. Even though he's a little grumpy goose. Grumpy goose, I love you. Wow. But hey, if I had stayed with my ex from when I was 15, I probably would have gotten cheated on more and then been stuck with him. So grateful that that relationship ended. This is for Ellen. Create shipping label. Wait. Hold on. Oh, no. Ugh, I wrapped it and they need ABs. Oh, okay. No, this isn't even. Oh, thank goodness. I was what? What?
I'm gonna go pick up your brother.
Okay. Love you.
Thank you. There's another package. Jade.
If you feel like it, you could bring it up, but you don't have to.
When I have a little money, I promise
Okay.
I'll fill your car up. Just make sure it's half a tank already.
Hey, brat. Create shipping label. Label. What? Oh. What? Oh, okay. Sometimes like it like automatically goes to a weight that I had put before, and I was like, it does not weigh 5 ounces. Tear. 1.7 ounce. 1.7 pounds. 1.7. 1.7. That don't seem right. Why is it so cheap? That's suspicious. That's weird. That's suspicious. Oh, because I didn't change it to pounds. I put 1.7 ounces. 1.7 pounds. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, there is no way it's going to cost $3.88 to send that. Okay. That's an expensive label, but I'll do it. It's okay. Me and my husband already do that, and then sometimes, like, often, I'll, like, pick up my phone to text him, and he'll text me, like, right then. See, I'm neurodivergent as well. I'm ADHD. Diana, no, I am not almost cut off on stuff. I'm trying, but yeah, I don't think I could do random hookups. I think I'd get too attached and then act like a weirdo. Okay, print. System dialog. 84%. Thank you. Okay. You're printing. Yay. Okay. Catherine. Catherine. I love you. Wow. Create shipping label. Oh, and just in case anybody doesn't know, all of my kits now um, come in both round and square. 1.7. Well, let me see if this one's 1.7 too. Are they all 1.7? I mean, they should be, theoretically. Yeah, okay, they're all 1.7. Okay. Printy. Why is it so expensive right now? It's usually not this bad. I hate using my computer at this angle because it makes my little hand hurt. Aw, somebody gave me a tip. They gave me a $7 tip. Hell yeah. I could buy myself a burrito. 1.7 pounds. 1.7. Okay. I feel like some days shipping's more expensive than others. Because I feel like it's not usually $10 to ship this one. But I gotta pay it. Cries. Okay. Okay, last one. £1.7. 1.7. Hey, see, that one's not bad. I think it depends on where it's going. Since this one's in California, it's only $7.89. So I never know how much I'm gonna lose money-wise until I do shipping. Lose or make, I guess. Either one of those makes sense. Sorry that I'm not responding to the chat. I just have to finish printing these and then... Okay, I can talk to you guys now. I'm back. My grandma's not my maid, but she loves me. Yeah, that totally sounds interesting. See, everyone in my house except for my grandma is neurodivergent. Oh my god, Rose. LD. Oh, okay. DH is dear husband. Ow. So, I feel like no matter what, me and my husband will always have an interesting relationship because we communicate in such different ways, but we're willing to find ways to understand each other. Come on, finish printing. There we go. Now I can cut these little bitches. And they're all lined up. Perfection, perfection. I can make a man out of you. 'Cause I'm a woman. WOMAN. Use that payment. Bye, Diana. Bet you anything, my husband's gonna text me in the next 10 minutes. Should you come home and start going to bed so you're not tired for work tomorrow? Don't tell me what to do, even if it's what's best for me. I can just read my husband's face, and then I'll randomly be like, "What's wrong?" And he's like, "Nothing." I'm like, there's something wrong. Come here, buddy. What's wrong? Honestly, Steph, like exactly. What are they gonna do? I'm already having the kids watch Twilight. They're lucky. They're lucky I'm doing that. Hi, Mushroom Frog. Mushroom Frog. Hey, Steph. No looking at my butt. Although sometimes when my husband plays video games, he gets like a bitchy face. And I'm like, what's wrong? And like sometimes he looks like he's mad, but it's just the video game that's making him mad. And I have to get over it and realize like it's not me. But I always get like stressed out. I'm like, oh my god. He's mad at me. And he's like, I'm not mad at you. I'm just playing my video game. And apparently getting mad at video games is part of the fun of playing video games. Oh, okay, I just told you guys. My husband's going to text me within a few minutes and say, don't you think you should start heading back? Or start heading home? And he just texted me, don't you think you should start heading back? Boy! Don't tell me how to live my life. And it's Memorial Day on Monday, so I can just do this all Monday. I do love shrooms. Not eating them. I don't know if I've eaten mushrooms. I don't know. Come here, sticky paper. Get off. Thank you. Oh, no, no, no. Don't stick wrong. Thank you. Don't tell me my business, devil man. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever eaten any mushrooms. Like, I know I haven't had any, like, psychedelic mushrooms, but I don't. Like, maybe if there's been mushrooms in something and I didn't notice, but, like, never purposely, like, eaten something with mushrooms. My husband says I'm uncultured and I have the palate of a 2-year-old. I mean, he could be right, but he should mind his own business. How about that? Mind your own business, devil man. I need to fix my notification thing because I have it set. I have ADHD, so I will forget. Is what a texture thing. Wait, what was they saying? Oh, mushrooms? I don't know. I don't know. Just never thought of eating it. Never appealed to me and never thought, hey, you know what? I want to stick a mushroom in my mouth. And like, Stash will be like, why don't you try this on a menu? And I'm like, no, I'll stick to chicken tendies. Or I'll stick to this. And he's like, try something new, woman. I'm like, why do you care what I eat? I'm eating it! Not you! Like, but you gotta try something. No, I don't. I don't have to try something. But I think it's just because it's not on anything that I've, like, eaten. So it's just, I don't really know what it tastes like. Okay. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 packages done today, so. I only like raviolis and lasagna. Other pasta I don't like. Ziti is sometimes okay. Carl, is that you? Carl, if it's who I think it is, you need to not be here until school ends. The school year, not time. Carl. Carl's I think that's one of my students, Carl. And I think they're infiltrating my YouTube. Is Mushroom Frog Lem? The tension! I told them they could subscribe to me with their parents' permission after the school year ends. I knew it was you, Lem! Dang it, see? I found out a secret, and this is what you guys do. You come to my YouTube channel to watch me be awkward. So everyone say hi to my students, Carl and Lem. Well, okay, so like, basically, I mean, there's no rule that they can't follow their teacher on social media. But it's weird to have your students on social media. 77! Lem? Carl, you little brats. But I mean, that's why I said, like, after I told all of my students that if you find my YouTube channel and you want to subscribe to me after the school year ends, you can subscribe. But you're not supposed to be here now. There's still 5 days of school left. Lemon. I mean, nobody's gonna do anything, but still, it's weird. Do you like how I talk to my students? I'm gonna go email your parents. It's bedtime. You think we I know you guys don't sleep. No, that's their nickname. I think I had both of them today. I don't have them tomorrow because I have my students every other day. Some of my students sleep in class, and I'm just like, I mean, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna like bully them? Like, what's gonna happen? Nothing. Maybe you guys should work on your missing work. That would be helpful. You guys probably have missing work because everyone has missing work right now. See, okay, you guys, I told you guys that my students said that they put together a list of all the students I have to adopt. Carl is one of them. But Carl, I can't adopt Lemon because that would be weird. It'd be like a Twilight situation where you're dating your stepsister. They know I can't spell. They know. They've called me out on it before. Carl, stop. See, but of course only my favorite kids come and watch me on YouTube. They know that they're some of my favorite students. I just won't have parents. So cute. Yeah, Lemon's my quiet student who's very sweet, and I love them, and I'm very happy. And me and Lem have this game where when we get into the Google Meet, we try and say hi first. Usually she beats me, but sometimes I win. And Carl is just Carl, who is just so fun. Well, I only have like two students who I don't like. Yeah, Lem won today. Stephanie, stop it. I keep telling all my students, Alistair is one of their friends, and Alistair kept begging me, please, can I leave? Please, do I have to keep watching Twilight? I'm like, yes, yes, you do. I love my students. That's what I was telling you guys earlier. Like, I really do love them. Like, oh, it's gonna break my heart having to say goodbye to them. Like at the end of the school year, I can't. Like, I've already teared up. But see, and I don't even get to see them for the graduation because they're in 7th grade, so they don't get to come to the graduation. You can hear them crying. But yeah, I mean, they're some of the best students. And they have like such good personalities. Like, they're not like trash people. They're good people. What did you guys think of Mean Girls, watching Mean Girls in class? I think Carl sometimes comes to multiple of my classes when they're not supposed to. But it's okay. I'm the safe space. Although Carl sometimes acts like Parcio is his favorite teacher when Miss Margot should be your favorite teacher. Thank you. Carl, I don't do assignments. No, but you didn't have to do the assignments, but did you watch Mean Girls when we were in class? Or were you just in class just for the chat and you just muted me? I mean, at least Carl's honest. I appreciate the honesty. Yeah, I almost didn't have them watch Mean Girls, but it's a good movie. And it's training because girls are terrible in high school. Carl never goes to PE. Thank you, Satya. I mean, I think they're lucky to have me as a teacher, but I don't know what they think. No, they usually say that I'm their favorite teacher, or it's a tie between you and Mr. Parcio, or I love you first and your mom too. See, I knew eventually they would infiltrate my lives. Aw, Lem, stop. He said, oh, well, I mean, Carl, he said it. Is this the new PE teacher or the old PE teacher? I like how I was able to guess that it was Lem. I was the first teacher you came out to. Stop, my heart. I love you, Carl. I will say, I hope you know that my mom, me, and Parcio all correct people if they try and misgender you behind your back. They're seventh graders. Just because it was Carl, so I was like, if it's Carl, then it's got to be Lem. Because you guys are like little peas in a pod. So Carl actually gets to hear your voice all the time? Dang, you're lucky, Carl. You made a whole new account for this? Why, you didn't want me creeping on your liked videos? I mean, I've at least you've at least let me hear like 3 words, Lem, so I'll take it. Right, they're so sweet. I would so adopt them. I already told Carl if something happened, I would totally take him in. He always has a place to stay with me and my mom. Oh yeah, because your baby's turning 15 today, right? These kiddos are 13 and 14. Aw, Satya, thank you. Did you, Lem? Does 3 words count as a sentence? Technically, yes, but yeah, I thought you guys were 13. That's why I was like, do we really need a PG-13 permission slip? It's fine. If you're 13 and up, it's fine. What did you say to me? Do you remember? Oh, yeah, you did have to talk during the sex ed lessons. Lem, don't hit Carl. Unless you're hitting on him. Hey! Oh, yeah, because for a little bit I was trying this thing where I made the students read sentences because when my wisdom teeth were coming in, it hurt so bad, so I was having them read the slides. I want babies so bad. I want so many kids. I will adopt all the children. That's why the thing is, I know if there's an opportunity, like if there's a kid in foster care or they have no home to go to, I know I'd adopt them. I know I would. I mean, when does Carl not sleep all day? This is why we love Carl. No, because I didn't make the slides. The district made the slides. Thanks, Steph. It's okay. Hey, people your age need around 14 hours of sleep to process and grow their brains properly. So I'm not judging you for being tired, girl. See, now I'm gonna know that they're gonna be creeping on me after after school ends. Aww. Me and you both, Carl. I mean, maybe Carl could get some vitamins. Okay, I'm at Miss S's house, and she's still not here. She's still out gallivanting with my sister. Carl, I do that all the time. Literally last night, my husband was like, "Come on, lay down, go to bed." I couldn't go to bed till 4 in the morning, and then he's like, "This is why you take naps after work." I'm like, "Yeah, because I can't sleep at night." It's the ADHD for me. I love my kiddos. See, do you see why it's so hard having the school year end? These children, I feel like they are my babies. And they just get to go have summer, not see me. Fine. I mean, if you have anxiety or ADHD or if you're neurodivergent, that could be a big reason why people can't sleep. We'll just keep all of our all of our conversations PG-13. Hey, I did tell them, I warned them that they needed to have parent permission to okay, you guys are both some of my favorites. Alistair, Oni, Lem, Carl, Dominic. I know I'm forgetting some people, and I love them dearly. Like I said, there's only 2 students I don't like, and then there's like probably 40 kids who just never talk, so I don't feel like I know anything about them. Oni is my child. They're good kids. They just hang out at home. I'm gonna make them turn in a permission slip. Go ask your parents if you can watch the teacher on YouTube. She makes diamond painting videos, and she just talks a lot. What made you guys like decide like, hey, we're talking on the phone. Let's go see what Miss Margot's doing. What's the mango? What's she up to? See, I always call Dominic or Dom because I have somebody in my first class named Ace. Well, their chosen name is Ace, so I feel like I'd get way too confused if I tried calling Dominic Ace and then also calling them Ace. Stephanie, Oni is my grandchild. I was in Lem's recommend. Wait, do you actually watch my videos, Lem? I'll be the fairy godmother. Carl told me to click it. No, it wasn't eating drills in this live. See, and I've even told my kids, like, sometimes I stream for hours, and they're like, do you really? I'm like, yes, I do. I have a 6-hour stream on my channel. Old man advice. Oh, in the recommended? We'll all be my children's Fairly Odd Parents. I wish it wasn't weird for teachers to like have closer relationships with their students, because like I would just like have like treat them like nieces and nephews and like have them over to swim and stuff. But that's not appropriate. So like I told you guys, I got material to make slime. If you got your parents' permission. The only thing is it would have to like your yeah, but like you would have to get your parents' permission. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't want children coming to my house without their parents knowing. That'd be so weird. But yeah, if me and Miss Senna make a permission slip and you guys get it turned in, and well, I mean, we'd probably have to talk to your parents on the phone, and like your parents would have to take you and drop you off and be like, yes, I know my child is here. We're having Parcio over next week along with Mr. Martinez. I mean, my mom's talked on the phone with your mom, Lem. No! They have to wear full bathing suits. They have to wear like pants and a shirt in the pool. Yeah. Well, that's why we check in on you and email you, Lem, to make sure that everything's going okay at your house. Because my mom called your mom about the castle project and your mom told her something. So you guys have met in person, Lem and Carl? Yeah, full on scuba gear. They just have to be covered head to toe. I want to see these kids in person because they're going to be so shocked. I tell them all the time that I'm 4'6", but they're going to be shocked. I'm probably shorter than them. I'm pretty sure I'm shorter than both Carl and Lem. Moms do have the look. Yeah, so you're a good 7 inches taller than me, Carl. So where is Lem to you, height-wise? Well, like I said, we'll have to work something out with your parents if you really want to stay close to me and Miss Santa Margison after. Um, well, no, because it's a virtual academy. So they basically see me how I see you guys now. So Lem would be 5 inches taller than me. My sister's 5'2", and she rests her chin on me. Bye, Angela. See, I was gonna get going like 30 minutes ago, but then my kids popped in, and of course I have to make sure that they're acting okay. So are you guys the same height or what? Because if you guys are 5'2", then you're the same height as my sister, and my sister like can rest her chin on the top of my head. How do you not know if you're taller than Lem if you guys have met in person? Little tiny babies. Because you guys aren't going to the promotion ceremony, right? My dad is 5'6", so he's short for a dude. What, Carl? Well, the eighth graders, it's like a mini baby graduation for middle school to high school. But I don't think the seventh graders are like. I think you could go to the school site to see us in person, but I don't think they're gonna have a ceremony for you guys. Well, I'm gonna be there because my eighth graders are my first period. It's a frog. It's a yes, a fried frog. What? Like you can't tell that that's what it is? It's a frog going. Oh, I don't know if it's the Peppa Pig frog. I just know it's a frog. Okay, kiddos. I need to wrap this up now. I was gonna wrap it up when you guys came in, but I need to go to bed so I can teach tomorrow. I don't have either of you guys tomorrow, but be ready for Thursday. Material girl. Carl, are your parents ever going to let you cut your hair? Or are they still fighting you on that? I love my students. I love them so much. During my guest teacher training, they were like, "You cannot say that you love your students." I'm like, my teachers used to say they love me all the time. I want to say I love you. I say I love you to everyone. So, okay, night everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. And thank you, Lev and Carl. I'll be talking to you on Thursday. um, I'll see you guys the next time. I'm going to try and post my video for the Old Masters, hopefully this week, if I'm not scatterbrained, like always. Good night, Missa. It's Miss Mango. Okay, you guys have a great night, and I will talk. I think you guys have my mom tomorrow, so I'll go tell her to say something. Bye, everyone.